Hi, everybody. Welcome to the Kid Knows Sports. Thank you for watching. Please like and subscribe, guys. So, Landon, I want to ask you a couple of questions. So, Landon, who do you think is going to win the NBA Finals this year?
Let's see. Maybe I think the Suns are. I think Devin Booker is gonna keep improving, and Chris Paul is gonna keep improving as well. Chris Paul needs to win a championship. I think he needs to win a championship because he's old, and Giannis is younger and he can win more championships. He can win more championships while he's young.
I mean, you're telling the truth. I get that. It's just, I think you gotta fear the deer. Fear the deer. Chris Middleton, 40 points. Devin Booker, 42. Still didn't do enough. So I don't know. I'm going with the Bucks. Fear the deer. Playoffs. Fear the deer. So why do you think the Phoenix Suns will win mostly? Because of which player? Because they have Chris Paul, point guard, Devin Booker, shooting guard, DeAndre Ayton, center. Why?
Chris Paul is really good and Devin Booker is really good. I think they're the best duo. They are the best duos in this playoff, and I think they're gonna win it all.
Okay. But are you forgetting about two other people? I think you're forgetting about two other people.
Giannis and Middleton.
Thank you. How do you expect Giannis to lose? I mean, I know I have my virtual background on, but Giannis went like some pop right on Aiden. He came like LeBron, pop, and he blocked that.
With Tucker on him, throws it up for Ayton. Shot blocked by Antetokounmpo. What a block from Giannis! Sensational block shot.
This is one of the great recovery plays you'll ever see. The lob, Booker to Ayton, we've seen it many times, and that reaction and block is special.
That was a highlight of the game. Everybody's talking about that. I just want to put you on the Bucks side. I need you to get it. This is the Sun side. This is the Bucks side. You need to get off the Sun side and come over here. Come over here. I just don't understand. Why do you think, I just don't understand why you think the Suns are better. I mean, what I think is honestly, it all comes down to game 5. That's on Saturday. I just think that's all it comes down to. If the Bucks win game 5, they win the series. If they don't, if the Suns win, they might win the series. I mean,
the Suns have a more experienced team, with Chris Paul, Jay Crowder, and all those other people. And I just think they have more of a chance of winning the championship. I just think that.
Two other people on the Bucks, Drew Holiday and Bobby Portis. I'm just hoping for a game-winning shot. That's all I'm hoping for. Thank you for coming on. See you tomorrow.
See you tomorrow.
All right, see you tomorrow. Bye. All right, guys, now coming in, we have Kenneth. Hi, guys. We have another guest, Kenneth White. Why do you think the Suns are going to win the NBA Finals? Or who do you think is going to win the NBA Finals? Because Landon said he thinks the Suns. So,
well, the reason why I think the Suns are going to win because they have Chris Paul, Devin Booker, all these other players. But Milwaukee is pretty good. But I think the Suns are going to win because they have won 2 games and they're dominating. To be honest, they're dominating Milwaukee.
Don't understand it. Why? So they were winning 2-0, right?
Mm-hmm.
Bucks came back 2-2 now. But if the Suns lose game 5, and then they win game 6. Game 7 is going to be the whole thing.
No, but the only reason why I'm thinking about Milwaukee is I think Milwaukee's gonna win a little bit. I think that. So I'm not trying to say that the Suns are gonna win. I'm saying that since you know sports, yeah, I think the Milwaukee has a better chance of winning, and Suns may have a chance of losing.
It's just Devin Booker and Chris Paul.
Yeah,
The Bucks.
they don't really have a good team.
I mean, Giannis, it's a Middleton and Giannis. Why does somebody keep
It's Chris Middleton. They have Giannis. Don't wait. The Suns have DeAndre Ayton, right?
Yeah, they do.
Okay, I thought. And they
If
have
the Bucks had them, they would already win. It would be before the series is done.
Yeah. I'm just scared that because it's tied. See, if it was say 3-1 and the Milwaukee was losing, I have a more chance of thinking that the Milwaukee.
Yeah, like even I think the Suns will win that. I mean, all they have to do is win one more game.
But they made a comeback.
But if Giannis and Middleton ball out,
yeah, I think it's in between. It's in between. I think one's gonna win, but I think the other's gonna win. It's just that I don't know because I haven't seen the next game.
So you're saying 50-50?
Yeah.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah, bruh.
All right, Kenneth. That's it for today. I will call you later after I finish this. All right.
Drip. Yeah.
That's not good.
Let's pull.
So
What is this?
I got 6 medals. I have 6 medals, my guy, and 4 trophies. Yeah.
Medal. Look at
Yeah.
this. I got this from the carnival.
Nice. All right, Kenneth. It's your turn to come out and Uncle Nick's turn to come in. All right.
Okay.
I'm gonna call you after I finish with Uncle Nick. All right.
Bye.
Next guest is my Uncle Nick. All right, Uncle Nick. Who do you think is gonna win the NBA Finals this year?
The Bucks, of course.
Thank you. Finally, a Bucks fan.
Oh, I don't know who else will win.
The Suns.
They just gotta win 2 more, and we'll just win our championship in over 50 years.
Why do you think the Bucks will win?
Because they've been through too much to get to this point, and I feel they are the better team, and they're more hungry.
But I mean, I'm not on the Sun side. I love the Bucks. It's just, don't you think it's more important for Chris Paul to win a championship because he's older?
I mean, I want Chris.
To win a championship.
I mean, I want Chris Paul to win a championship, but he's had his chances. But I just feel it's time for the Bucks to finally get what's due to them too. Chris Paul has had his whole career to get to this point, and unfortunately, he just hasn't had the luck as the Bucks are going to eventually. And that's just my opinion.
I love that opinion. I mean, I think Bucks too is just Devin Booker. How do you think the Bucks are going to be able to stop him? He scored 42 points last game. Middleton scored 40. So how are you going to shut him down to make him score 10 like Chris Paul?
Well, with Booker, I just feel you got to let him do his thing. You can't really stop him. I mean, he did have 10 points the other game, but I just think he's a player he's either going to play himself out or he's going to get his points. You just can't. You just got to do what you do best, slow everybody else down, and take care of business.
I agree. It's just Booker is unstoppable.
Yeah, he is. He's a really good player.
That block though. Pop!
Yeah.
Out of my house.
Would be a block like that from defending one player to blocking to the next. That's just something. Everyone I've talked to says the most skilled, impressive I've ever seen ever in their life.
Same for me, and I'm not.
Yeah.
I'm so young.
Now Booker with Tucker on him. Throws it up for Ayton. Shot blocked by Antetokounmpo. What a block from Giannis.
Any of your friends that you talk to about sports necessarily think the Suns are going to win?
There's some people who think the Suns are gonna win, but especially when they were down, when the Bucks were down early in the series. But you know, mostly everyone I know are Bucks fans, so we're just keeping positive vibes out here in Milwaukee.
Yep. How does Papa Bobby feel about the Bucks winning?
Well, he always thinks they're gonna win a championship every year, no matter what.
He's ready. I mean, most years they make it to the playoffs.
This is their year.
I mean, the Hornets were close to making it to the playoffs. You have to give them that. They're normally trash. They normally don't do much.
That's true. I think the Hornets are gonna be a really good team going forward.
Finally, yes.
LaMelo Ball, he's the real deal.
He's a baller.
Yes, he is.
All right, Uncle Nick, thank you for being on the show with us today. I really appreciate it. I love your opinions. All right, guys, bye.
All right, bye. Thank you for having me.
No problem.
All right.
All right, Dad, I have 2 questions I want to ask you. Who do you think is going to win the NBA Finals this year?
Yes. I think it depends on who wins the next game. If Phoenix can win at home, that would be huge. But if Milwaukee can win on Phoenix court, I think that'll take their heart, and it'll be over in 6. But if Phoenix wins at home, then Milwaukee has to come back and win, and Phoenix will be 1 game shy of winning the title. So they're going to push hard to win that game. And I don't know if Milwaukee can come back and beat them 2 games in a row. So I really believe it's going to be based off of who wins game 5.
All right, but why, like, which team are you, like, who do you think has more stars that has the better chance of winning? Like, why do you think which team is going to win?
More stars, I'm going to have to go with Phoenix. Chris Paul will definitely be a Hall of Famer. Ayton, I forget how you pronounce his last name.
Ayton.
Yeah, he's balling. He's been playing great ball, and Devin Booker is pretty solid. And then you got the kid from Villanova. He won with
Cameron Johnson.
Yeah, Cameron Johnson. He won with Chris Jenkins, which is my frat brother's son. They won the title together, so he's got a little college, playoff experience. So that'll be it'll be interesting to see who wins this one.
All right. Thanks, Dad. Also, I'm off Fear the Deer side, so I just had to tell you that.
Right. I see Dad. You, man. All right, we'll talk to you later, buddy.
All right, bye, Dad.
Bye.
We have a last special guest, Mr. Joshua. How are you?
I'm doing good. Thank you, man. It's exciting for me to be on the show, man. Thank you.
No problem. I just wanted to ask you 2 questions. I know they sound like it's really short. It is, but I mean, if you have a long opinion, no problem. I just wanted to ask you, who do you think is going to win the NBA Finals this year?
The NBA Finals, man, this is a toss-up year because this is an injury year. A lot of teams is injury due to the turnaround for the bubble. So this one right here, man, is a tough one for me. But if I could say who was going to win, I can't really give a definitive person. Who would I like to see win? I would like to see CP3 get him one. I would like to see him get one just because, he's been in the league for so long. If I could side with anybody, I would simply say the Suns, just simply because of CP3.
Okay. And why do you think the Suns have a better chance at winning? Because of the stars? Because of the players?
I'm not going to say that I feel like they're the better team. I feel like they're better coached. I feel from a coaching standpoint, they are definitely better coached. So I feel from that standpoint, it gives them kind of like the edge. I just love the way that they're coached. They're very, very sound. They're very disciplined. And Milwaukee, you can't take anything away from Giannis. Giannis is a beast. He is a monster, man. He has definitely stepped up. The block was it was legendary. That was a legendary block. Legendary. So that will go down in history. This is a great series. As much as I am not a fan of either team, I can't say that this is not an interesting season. This is a very interesting finals, very competitive, great games to watch, interesting. Each player steps up differently each night. So, yeah, man, that's where I stand on these NBA finals.
I mean, I think the Bucks are gonna win. I have my Fear the Deer shirt on. I mean, I think because Giannis and Chris Middleton averaged 40 points yesterday, and Devin Booker averaged 42. I mean, I just don't understand how the Bucks coach is thinking, how are we going to shut down Devin Booker and Chris Paul at the same time? Because one game they had Devin Booker shut down, and Chris Paul did good. And now this game, Chris Paul only had 10 points, and now Devin Booker had 42. So how are they going to shut them both down to 10 points?
Well, I think when you have people of that caliber, players of that caliber, it's kind of hard to shut two players down to 10 points. I don't care. That's just like asking somebody to hold LeBron James to 5 points. It's just not going to happen simply because NBA is about scheming. NBA is about switches, pick and rolls. It's so many different dynamics to the game of basketball other than just star players. It's the execution of plays. It's getting to your spot, understanding where your spot is at. So I think that it's going to come down to which player wheels their team to a victory. It's going to come. We already know that Giannis is unstoppable. Middleton has proven himself. We realize that the up and down players, we know Crowder can step up. We know that, Aiden, he can do what he needs to do. And we know that you need more from Chris Paul. And of course, you already know what you can potentially get out of Booker. So each player has showed what they are capable of doing. And now it just comes down to which player is going to wheel their team to the victory.
I mean, I agree with you. It's just like you said, Giannis is unstoppable. But Giannis needs to train harder than anybody else. I mean, like Giannis and Middleton need to do some together workouts or something because those are the two main stars. Oh, also put Drew Holiday in that workout too because he's doing good. So, it would be the trio. So you have Giannis, right? Then you have Chris Middleton. Then you have Drew Holiday. And then for the Suns, you have Chris Paul, Devin Booker, and DeAndre Ayton.
Yeah, those are the three, man. Like you said, it's going to come down to those. And because you kind of know what you're going to get to those, it then comes down to the role players. It comes down to the guys who are going to hit the shots, in the clutch, in the need. When defense is key on these big players, you got to have the Crowders of the world. And, you got to have the individuals coming off the bench for Milwaukee to be able to step up and make those clutch shots in the time of need. Because those are the shots that are going to help you, get to victory.
Also, like my dad said, I think the game is going to come down to game 5 to see who wins. So that's pretty much, me and my dad have a strong sports relationship. So yeah, like he said, I think the Suns and the Bucks, it'll come down to game 5. Whoever wins game 5 wins the series. Boom.
I am so with you on that, man. Whoever wins this next game is going to win the series. Point blank period, hands down. If Milwaukee wins, they're going back to Milwaukee to close it out. If the Suns win, they may lose a game in Milwaukee, but game 7, they're coming home and they're going to win on their own court. So whoever wins this next game, it's game over.
All right. Thank you, Joshua, for coming on the show with us. We really appreciate it.
Thank you, man. Thank you.
No problem. Have a good day.
You too.
Bye.
ESPN, cause I know it all. I run it up like Christian McCaffrey. You know sports, yeah.